Santa Monica, California, July 1965, Sunday morning 9 a.m. The beach is still quiet. Only a few surfers are catching the first waves. Families are beginning to set up umbrellas, and the smell of sunscreen mixes with sea salt. Bruce Lee walks along the sand with Linda, his wife, and Brandon, their son, only a few months old, in a stroller. They came to relax, breathe the ocean air, and escape a tense week of training and teaching. Bruce is wearing black shorts and a simple white t-shirt, dark glasses, and canvas sneakers. He looks like an ordinary young father enjoying his day off. Nothing about him shouts martial arts master. Nothing seems dangerous. Just a slim Asian man pushing a baby stroller along the beach. Not far from the water, a group of men is training. 6 of them, all large and muscular, doing push-ups in the sand, short sprints, light sparring with each other. They wear training shorts, shirtless, their tanned, defined bodies moving as muscles roll beneath the skin. They are fighters, amateur boxers from the local Los Angeles circuit. Every Sunday they train here on the beach before the crowds arrive. It is their ritual. Training, brotherhood, testosterone, and ego mix on the morning sand. The biggest of them is Tommy. He is 6 feet 3 inches tall, 115 kilograms of muscle and bone, hands like shovels, a square jaw, and a scar over his left eyebrow from a fight 3 months earlier. He is 24 years old, with 8 wins and 2 losses in amateur tournaments. He dreams of turning professional, fighting at the Inglewood Forum, seeing his name on posters. He is good, very good for the amateur level. He knocked out 6 of the 8 opponents he defeated. He has real power in his hands and the confidence of a man who knows he can hurt people. And with that confidence comes arrogance, the kind that constantly seeks validation and needs to prove superiority, especially when it senses a threat. Bruce walks past the group, pushing the stroller, focused on Linda, who is talking about where to find a good place to relax. He pays no attention to the fighters, seeks no conflict, just wants a calm Sunday with his family. But Tommy notices Bruce, sees the small, skinny Asian man passing near their territory, and something ignites inside him. Maybe racism. Maybe the need to assert dominance in front of his friends. Maybe just a stupid impulse to prove that he is big and strong. He nudges a friend with his elbow, points at Bruce and says, "It's too quiet." The others look and laugh. Tommy stands up, shakes the sand from his hands and starts walking toward Bruce. Linda notices first and quietly says, "Bruce." Bruce looks up and sees Tommy approaching, aggressive body language, shoulders back, chest puffed out, that walk big men use when they want to intimidate. Bruce stops and moves Brandon's stroller aside, away from Tommy's path, an instinct to protect his son. Linda steps back a few paces with the stroller. Bruce stays where he is, hands in his pockets, outwardly relaxed but fully alert. He has seen situations like this before. Big men who need to prove something usually end with words. Sometimes not. Tommy stops very close to Bruce, deliberately invading his personal space. He has almost 20 centimeters in height and 40 kilograms in weight advantage. He looks down, smiling not with friendliness but with a predator's grin, and says, "You train." Bruce calmly replies, "I train." Tommy laughs. "Train what?" "Kung Fu." He makes a mocking imitation, arms moving exaggeratedly, making stupid sounds. His friends burst out laughing. Bruce does not react, he just waits, his expression neutral. That irritates Tommy even more. He wants fear or anger, something to justify his actions, but Bruce gives him nothing. Tommy says, "You look like you weigh about 50 kilos. Bruce replies, 61. Tommy laughs even louder. 61 kilos is a child's weight. I fight at 115 heavyweight. I'd snap you in half. Bruce says, "Maybe." Tommy doesn't like that answer. Not enough fear, not enough submission. He says, "Impossible. I'm a boxer. I knock out guys bigger than you every week in training." Bruce replies, "Boxing is a noble art." Tommy didn't expect that. He hesitates, then says, "Your movie Kung Fu doesn't work against real boxing, against real power." Bruce says, "Maybe you're right." That answer confuses and angers Tommy even more. Bruce isn't fighting back, isn't defending himself, isn't giving the confrontation Tommy wants. So Tommy escalates and steps closer. Now their faces are centimeters apart. He speaks quietly and threateningly. "You'd better leave my beach before I make you." Bruce calmly replies, "This beach is public." Tommy smiles. "Not for you." Linda shouts, "Bruce, let's go." Bruce raises his hand without looking at her. A signal to wait, trust me. His eyes never leave Tommy. Tommy sees the raised hand and takes it as disrespect, as if Bruce is ignoring him to pay attention to his wife. His jaw tightens. "Are you ignoring me?" Bruce replies, "I'm not ignoring you. I'm listening to you, Tommy." "So you'll leave, Bruce?" "I'll continue my walk with my family." "No, you won't." And then it happens. Tommy reaches out with his big boxer's hands and grabs Bruce by the sides of the neck, not fully squeezing but holding firmly, and lifts him. Bruce's feet leave the ground, losing contact with the sand, his body hanging in the air in Tommy's hands. Tommy smiles triumphantly, lifting Bruce like a child, like nothing, proving his point, looking at his friends who shout approval, looking at Linda frozen in shock, looking at Bruce hanging there. He seems helpless, but Bruce is not helpless, not at all. The moment Tommy's hands touch his neck, Bruce is already moving. 4 things happen in 4 seconds. First second, Bruce's hands, which were relaxed, explode upward, not trying to pry Tommy's hands off his neck, which would be strength against strength and a losing battle. Instead, his hands go to Tommy's elbows. His fingers find specific pressure points on the inner bends of the elbows where nerves run close to the surface. Bruce presses hard with thumbs trained to find those exact points. Sharp electric pain shoots through Tommy's arms. Second, Tommy's grip on Bruce's neck involuntarily loosens, a neurological response to pain in the elbows. Fingers cannot maintain strength when elbow nerves are screaming. Bruce drops back onto the sand, feet touching ground, but he does not retreat. He moves forward, stepping deeper into Tommy's space. Bruce's right hand shoots forward, palm open, striking Tommy's sternum, the bone in the center of the chest where the ribs meet. It is not a punch but a palm strike, a different technique, different force, different target. The strike is precise, the timing perfect, all of Bruce's body power transmitted through the base of the palm straight into Tommy's nervous system. Third second, Tommy staggers backward, air rushing from his lungs, not because he is injured, but because the strike to the sternum triggers a vagus nerve response, the kind where the body freezes for a moment. The diaphragm briefly stops working correctly. Tommy is confused, doesn't understand what just happened. He is bigger, stronger. How did this small man make him retreat? He tries to recover, to raise his hands into a defensive position, to remember his boxing training, but Bruce is already moving again. Fourth second, Bruce steps to the side at a 45-degree angle, moving off the center line as Tommy tries to reorient. Bruce's right leg hooks low. Not a powerful kick but a precise hook behind Tommy's knee where the leg bends, while Bruce's left hand pushes Tommy's shoulder backward. 2 opposing forces, the leg driving forward, the shoulder driven back. Tommy's center of gravity, already disrupted by the retreat and confusion, cannot adapt in time. 115 kilograms of boxer crashed down, falling heavily onto the sand with a dull thud, dust rising. For seconds from the moment he was lifted by the neck to the moment the aggressor lies on the sand. For seconds to dismantle a fighter nearly twice his weight. Tommy lies on his back, eyes wide, mouth open, struggling to breathe, staring up at Bruce standing above him, non-threatening, just standing there, hands at his sides, breathing calm, as if nothing happened, as if the last 4 seconds were just another moment in life. Tommy's friends stand frozen 20 meters away, unsure whether to run to help, attack Bruce, or do anything at all, but something stops them. Maybe the speed of what they just saw, maybe Bruce's absolute calm, maybe the fact that Tommy, the biggest and strongest among them, who regularly knocks people out, is lying on the sand staring at the sky. Bruce crouches, not too close, keeping a safe distance, but crouches to speak to Tommy. Calmly he says, "Are you okay? Do you need help getting up?" Tommy keeps lying there, processing, his brain trying to understand what happened and why his boxing techniques, strength and size meant nothing. Finally he says hoarsely, "What did you do?" Bruce replies, "I used your momentum against you. You lifted me so your weight was forward, your base unstable. I pressed nerve points in your elbows, your grip weakened. I struck the sternum, your diaphragm locked. I hooked the leg while your body was retreating. You fell. Simple physics plus anatomy." Tommy says, "You said you train Kung Fu." Bruce replies, I train Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. It's a fighting philosophy that takes what works and discards what doesn't. It doesn't matter where a technique comes from, what matters is whether it works. Boxing works, kung fu works, judo works, everything works if you understand the principle. Tommy is still lying there. I have a 40-kilogram advantage. Bruce replies, and I have 20 more years of training than you. Weight is an advantage, knowledge is a greater one. Bruce stands and offers his hand. Tommy looks at it, hesitates. His pride is wounded, his ego shattered in front of his friends and his girlfriend watching from a distance in shock. But something in Tommy recognizes the sincerity of the gesture. Bruce is not mocking or humiliating him. He is offering real help. Tommy takes the hand, and Bruce pulls him up, 61 kilograms lifting 115 from the sand through technique, not brute force. Tommy stands brushing sand from his back, unable to meet Bruce's eyes. Bruce says, "You're a fighter, that's clear. You have training and technique, but you have gaps in knowledge, gaps that make you vulnerable. I'm not saying this to humiliate you. I'm saying it because you have potential." Tommy finally looks up. Potential? You just threw me onto the sand in 4 seconds. Bruce says, exactly. You're strong, fast for your size, and you have the courage to approach strangers. That's a quality. But you don't know how to fight someone who doesn't fight the way you expect. In boxing, everyone uses the same basic techniques, and you learn to deal with them. But in the real world, on the street, in real confrontations, people don't fight fair and don't follow rules. Tommy asks, "Could you teach me?" Bruce looks at him, evaluates him, sees genuine curiosity and a real desire to learn behind the bruised ego, and says, "Do you really want to learn? Or is that just your ego talking right now?" Tommy thinks, then answers honestly, "I don't know, probably both. My ego is crushed, and I want to understand what happened. I want to know how not to fall into this again." Bruce says, "That's the right answer. Ego can motivate if used correctly. Come to my school in Chinatown. I'll give you the address. Train with me for a month, then decide whether to continue." Tommy asks, "Why are you doing this?" "I attacked you, I disrespected you." Bruce replies, "Yes, you did, but now you know you were wrong. Many people never reach that point and die believing size and strength are everything. You have a chance to become better." Bruce takes a business card from his pocket, he always carries several, and hands it to Tommy. "Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, come if you want." Then Bruce returns to Linda, who is waiting with Brandon, takes the stroller, and they continue their walk along the beach as if nothing happened. Tommy's friends come over, ask if he's okay, joke nervously to ease the tension. Tommy doesn't answer, just stares at the card in his hand, then watches Bruce walk away down the beach, a small man pushing a baby stroller, indistinguishable from any other father enjoying his Sunday. But Tommy now knows the truth. He knows appearances are deceptive. He knows his 40-kilogram advantage means nothing against real knowledge. He knows 4 seconds are all it takes to completely change a worldview. The following Thursday at 7:15 p.m., Tommy shows up at Bruce's school in Chinatown, nervous, unsure, out of his element, but he came and that's what matters. Bruce smiles when he sees him. "You came. That shows character." Tommy says, "I still don't know why I'm here." Bruce replies, "You're here because 4 seconds on the beach showed you there is something to learn. Now let's find out who you can become." 4 seconds changed everything, not because Bruce humiliated Tommy, but because Bruce showed him that his ideas about strength, fighting, and superiority were illusions, and then offered him a chance to build something real instead of those illusions. That is what 4 seconds can do. They can destroy ego and build wisdom. The question is, are you ready for your 4 seconds?